Before this video gets started, I'd like to give a shout out to Jobbed Out over on Instagram for originally giving me the idea to make this video. Be sure to go check out some of his fantasy factions he made on his account and give him a follow as well. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Enjoy. Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is TreyBwwe. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I have Wwe Fantasy Factions. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'm talking about factions from past or now or even just fantasy ones, just with different rosters in it. So, for example, just before we get started, you'll see this later on, but we have the NWO, New World Order. Just this time, we have different people instead of Scott Hall and stuff like that. And more just main roster talent. So yeah, guys, I hope you kind of understand what I mean. You'll probably get it more as we go along. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first up, we have the club, which, you know, is kind of realistic. It's probably the most realistic on this list and the most possible to happen, which I don't know why WWE has not done it yet. But it's basically anyone that has been in the Bullet Club, so AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. And, I mean, they're all in WWE. I think this would be great to actually put together. I just don't know why they don't. I'm not too sure what to say. It's very stupid that they don't. They're all great talent. They're all from New Japan. And this would just be so perfect if they did do this. They could be going around doing 2 sweets, invading everyone, just killing everything. Or they could be a face team. I don't know. I think the Bullet Club would be better as a heel team, but who knows? Finn Balor is pretty over as a face, so I'm not too sure how that would work. But yes, we need the club back in WWE. So next up, we already have this faction, and it is the Undisputed Era. Now, when this hits the main roster, hopefully they don't split them up. Hopefully they cause absolute chaos. I've been waiting for them to go to the main roster. I know they'll probably ruin them, the Undisputed Era, but hopefully not, and they do goods with them. But if they do, I think they should add some more people, kind of like a Nexus team. And somebody I think they should really add would be Kevin Owens. This will make a great addition to the team. I think it would be freaking awesome having Kevin Owens. That would be a great addition if they did add Kevin Owens. But another great addition I could see them adding is Seth Rollins. Now, this would be really good for Undisputed Era if they added Seth Rollins. Maybe, I don't know if it's completely possible because, you know, Adam Cole and Seth Rollins would make great rivals. But I could honestly just see, I don't know if it's just because the attire he's wearing, but I just could see it all fitting together. So yeah, this will be like the Undisputed Era faction. They can be very dominant, always cheating or whatever. Hopefully we get back heel Seth Rollins. I just think this would be great for the Undisputed Era. And in the future, I would love to see some more people join the Undisputed Era and get kicked out, sort of like a Nexus type thing. One person I did forget to add to the Undisputed Era was EC3, which I don't have his figure, so I did not even remember of it. But I think EC3 would make a great member of the Undisputed Era too, even if Seth Rollins doesn't come in. I just think, you know, we need a big powerhouse, and that would be EC3. And for this next faction, it would be a rather large faction, probably the biggest one we have on this list. Now, all of these guys can like change in, change out through time, get kicked out, and then invited back in. And I think this would fit as a great name as the NWO, New World Order. That's what I was talking about earlier. This is just basically all the heelish top guys. Another name we could have for this is the Authority, which they kind of are today, just don't call it. I think the Authority would be great to have a little comeback again. We can maybe even have Triple H lead it. I don't know, I really wouldn't like that. Let's take a look who all is in it. So we got the Revival in it. You know, they've been teaming up the past couple weeks. They'll be great heels and stuff. Businessmen, we got Shane McMahon, which has obviously been feuding with Roman Reigns, and alongside with Baron Corbin and Elias, which has been on his side. Also Drew McIntyre. So these men are like the 3 main or 4 main Authority men. Also back there we got Robert Roode, which I think would be great to have him in there. I'm not too sure what they would do with him, but you know, just have like the glorious, cocky, just rich guy, I guess you would call it, of the group. Then we got one that's kind of debatable. We could have Sami Zayn if he does stay heel. I think this will be good for him. Maybe we can even have Kevin Owens in here. And finally, we have the backup. We have the security guards. AOP, Razor and Akam. We can also have them, you know, showing up to the place, giving the backup. Maybe we can alter them in and out with the revival at points, but I just think AOP would be great for backup. That's probably my favorite out of all of them. This would kind of be like the NWO / Authority, and I think this would just be great to have them all put together. Our next faction we have, keeping it on the world orders, I guess you would say that, is Latino World Order, baby, LWO. Now this, I mean, it may be called something different, but yeah, you could also add people like Lince Dorado, basically the rest of Lucha House Party to it. I think that would be great. We obviously don't have their figures yet, but some main men, which I'm not too sure about yet, I feel like they would be better running LWO without, you know, Rey Mysterio and the Lucha Dragons and stuff like that. But that is Andrade Cien Almas and El Patron, Alberto Del Rio, if he ever does make a return. I think it was rumored like a couple times this year that he was to make a return or something, that he was open to come back, but I don't know, I'm probably making stuff up. I thought I heard about that. Maybe he didn't want to come back, I'm not too sure. But if Alberto Del Rio does ever decide he wants to come back, this would be great for him. You know, we can have LWO again, now that we got Andrade in here on the main roster. But yeah, I think this would be a pretty cool team. You can have stuff like No Way Jose and whatnot, but I think I would save that for another faction I have a little bit later, which I'll show you guys in a second here. But yes, LWO, I think this would be great to make a return, and yeah, there you have it. For this next faction, which sadly I don't have all the figures that I'd want to be in it, and that is the Kings of Strong Style. That's what I would call this, kind of like a made up thing. And yeah, basically the leader would probably be someone like Shinsuke Nakamura, and we would have Mustache Mountain in here, so we would have Trent Seven, which sadly I don't have a figure of him, and we would also have like the mains of British Strong Style, so Pete Dunne, which sadly I traded his figure away, so it would probably be like, yeah, Trent Seven, and Pete Dunne, which I don't have here, and then we could have Cesaro and Cassius Ohno, or Chris Hero, whatever you would want to call him if he ever gets called up to the main roster. We could have Cassius Ohno, so we can reunite the Kings of Wrestling, because, you know, just anything with King in it. We also would have Matt Riddle, the King of Bros. He's also a pretty hard hitter, so it would fit in with the Kings of Strong Style. And then finally, Shinsuke Nakamura, which, you know, just would be great for it because he is the true King of Strong Style. But yeah, I know I said it a million times, but yes, this group would be called the Kings of Strong Style, and I think this would be a pretty cool to have mainly the hard hitters of WWE. And this one ought to be one of my favorite ones on this list. And now this would be called like the Wyatt family / Sanity. It'd probably be better if it was called Sanity. I'm not sure, but it's basically a mix of the Wyatt family and Sanity. We got Bray Wyatt, Eric Young, Braun Strowman. Back there we got Luke Harper. We got Eric Rowan. And we have Killian Dane, which we are missing Alexander Wolf, which I am getting, and I'm going to do unboxing of him soon. But yeah, we'd also have Alexander Wolf in here, and I just think this would be a crazy great faction. I'd like to call it Big Guys with Beards. But yes, I think this would be so cool if they actually did that. They probably won't because, I mean, they split up Sanity, but the way things are going right now, who knows if they'll ever get back together. But yes, this would be called like Sanity / the Wyatt family, I'm not sure. Think of some creative names in the comments below, what you would want this to be called, or any of the other factions. It's like, I have the whole world in my hands. This would be the best thing to put together. So this next one is actually kind of something that is already happening, and that would be Bloodline. You know, I just think this, it could be called The Shield, but, you know, I think Bloodline would be a much better name. And, you know, it originally came from My Damn Toys, which, you know, thought was a great idea, but now they're actually using it on the main roster a little bit, you know, and they're even calling it Bloodline, which is kind of cool. But yeah, if they could, like, you know, keep this going, come out every week like this, I think this would be great. This is another one of the most realistic ones I could see actually happening. And yeah, we got Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Jimmy, and Jey Uso. And it's a new day. Yes, it is. But you know, we already have the New Day in WWE. And as of lately, it's kind of getting stale. So we need to make it an even newer day and add some more talent to it. We're adding R-Truth, baby. The current 24/7 champion. The reason I added him, because, you know, he's a very funky guy. He got Dance Break, kind of similar stuff that New Day does, besides tossing out pancakes. And another one that would be great to add to the New Day is No Way Jose. No Way Jose. You know, he could be the Congo dancing around, bringing out the New Day, all Congo line, and then we got dance breaking random things, we're throwing pancakes around. All of these guys have fun personality, funky personality, and will just work great together. And just a funny faction, and all together, I just think it would work perfect together. Yes, I would love to see this happen. Maybe they can call it even the Newer Day or something. I think this would be great. Maybe they can do something like this after Kofi drops the belt. I don't know when that's gonna happen though. But yes, I would love to see this. But there you guys have it, my WWE Fantasy Factions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like me to make like a part 2, because there is a lot of superstars I let out and would love to think of some more cool ideas for them, please leave a like and comment down below if you would like me to make a part 2. But anyway guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.